Hello subscribers, here is another review, and this time it's the small dinosaur assortment from Terra by Battat. Now sadly, the Amargasaurus isn't part of this assortment because that figure was discontinued quite some time ago, sadly. That was a really nice looking figure. But anyways, back to the figures here. We got five species here, which is the Amargasaurus, the Carnotaurus, the Ceratosaurus, the Cryolophosaurus, and the Dacentrurus. Now we'll take a look at these guys in alphabetical order. So we'll start by, taking a look at Amargasaurus. Now this Amargasaurus is actually a repaint of their original Amargasaurus from the 90s. And I think the color scheme for the original figure was kind of like a green. It was like a greenish color, but it was pretty boring though. This one is a lot better in my opinion. See, there's the main colors in here. The colors in here are just mainly brown. See, on the top it's just kind of like a purplish brown. The brown right here is kind of like, a lighter brown, almost a chocolatey brown. And then the bottom is like a beige color. And then the pupil and the toes are black. See, the eye right there is kind of like a brown or orange color? Can't really tell. But see right here, this figure has, a good amount of detailing, for a figure made in the 90s. So it's not as much as Papo. But for these Battat dinosaurs, I'd say this amount of detailing is good enough. I don't need, something, too much detailing like most Papo figures. So you see, this is a very swole looking dinosaur right here. You can see his shoulder blades right there. You see all his muscular legs right there. See, the material is quite soft as well. You can see you got the skin between the spikes, even though we know that Amargasaurus never had those. But I think that was the reconstruction of Amargasaurus at the time. So yeah, that's the Amargasaurus, a very nice looking figure. I don't like it as much as the Carnegie or Safari 2018 figure. Next up we have none other than Carnotaurus, the meat-eating bull. Now this one right here isn't the one that was featured in my unboxing yesterday. This was actually the first one that I got back in 2017. Now the one from my unboxing yesterday, yeah, Battat made the mistake of not putting, pieces of cardboard or plastic bases between the legs of their dinosaurs. And of course, this being a softer, more pliable plastic, it doesn't want to stand. So I'm just gonna, like I said, review this one. Now, this color scheme right here, see, it's just mostly gray with some red on the neck and the lower jaw, and the bottom is just a lighter gray. Now, the original Battat Carnotaurus, it was like, I think it had a lighter underbelly, but it was just red all over the body with some black striping, almost resembling the Kenner Jurassic Park Demon Carnotaurus. But this one's a lot more realistic. See, nice details across the body, not much shrink wrapping, even though there's a little bit on the skull right there. But see, like the Amargasaurus, this figure was really good for its time. See, his skinny legs right there. See, it's not too heavily built like the Safari 2019 figure. Of course, Carnotaurus was pretty lightly built for its size. And this figure clearly shows it. See, the skull is relatively flat as well, which is, another trait of Carnotaurus. See, you got the nicely painted eye right there. It's yellow with a black pupil. And the teeth are nicely painted as well. So let's give him one more 360 spin. So yeah, that's the Carnotaurus. A very nice figure. Next up, we have the three-horned lizard, Ceratosaurus nasocornus. Now, like the Carnotaurus, this one right here isn't the one that was featured in yesterday's unboxing. Here's the one right here, but, see the tail is kind of bent, so he doesn't fully stand on his 2 feet. So I'm going to, use this one because it's in better condition. Now, the original Battat Ceratosaurus that was released back in the 90s, it had like a greenish color scheme with, a very unique stripings. But I like this color scheme better. See, having, the very light gray underbelly, all the red here, and the black striping, it superficially resembles the Jurassic Park 3 Ceratosaurus colors. So yeah, red, like I said, red is my favorite color, and I think it works well for dinosaurs like Ceratosaurus, like I said many times. So yeah, this is, even though it has a cool color scheme, the sculpt is probably why this is probably my second least favorite of the Terra Battat dinosaurs. I think it's mostly because the head looks too small in comparison to the body. You can probably see it from here. Maybe if it was larger, it probably wouldn't, look as bad. So yeah, not much to say about this figure. Really nice color scheme, good details, but the head could have been a bit bigger. So yeah, that's the Ceratosaurus. Next up, we have one of my favorite of the Terra Battat dinosaurs, and probably my favorite of the small dinosaur range, which is the Cryolophosaurus. Now, unlike the previous three, this one is a completely new sculpt. So I was wondering, since this is a new sculpt, they didn't give it more detailing, but maybe because they didn't want to make it too different from their past figures. So also, like I said, for these Terra Battat dinosaurs, this amount of detailing is good enough. For these, also, I don't need, too much detailing like a Papo dinosaur. Now, I think I like this more than the Carnegie and Papo Cryolophosaurus. See, even though the pose right here, it looks so realistic. As you can see, like he's taking a stroll through prehistoric Antarctica. And while the feet may be a bit oversized, they are very nicely sculpted and look very realistic, very bird-like. Maybe I just wish they were to make this part a bit beefier right here, but that's a minor nitpick. Now, see the color scheme right here? It's probably one of the best of the Terra Battat dinosaurs. See, on the bottom it's like a yellowish beige color. Then you got a brown striping all over the body, and then of course you got green right here, and a darker shade of green on the top, and it looks very nice. See, you got the eye right there, it's kind of sloppily painted. See, the head right there looks very nice, undoubtedly that of a Cryolophosaurus. So you got the nice long tail right there, and this one he just barely stands on his 2 feet. This one he kind of had, his right foot is kind of warped, so if I were to shake my desk a little bit, he would fall over. So yeah, that's the Cryolophosaurus. Like I said, my favorite of the small dinosaurs. Last but not least, we have the Dacentrurus. Now this is another one of my favorites, and probably my second favorite of the small dinosaur range. Like the Cryolophosaurus, this one is a completely new sculpt. And in terms of sculpting, I think it's an improvement from the Stegosaurus, which was an okay figure at best. See, this one has got a good amount of detail right here. See, you got the muscular legs right here. You see the nicely sculpted head right there. See, undoubtedly that of a stegosaur. Now for the paint job, the colors used for this figure are all different types of green. You got kind of like a bluish green, aqua green. I don't know what it's called. See, for the tips of the tail spikes, it's black. See, you got blacks around these plates right here too. And then the overall, it's just a very swampy color, and I really like swamp dinosaur figures with swamp colors. See, the eye, it's an orange color with a black pupil, and also the toenails right here and the fingernails are brown. So yeah, this is a really nice figure, nice proportions as well. So that's the Dacentrurus. Here are the Terra Battat small dinosaurs next to the Collectae Minisifactinus. Well, there you have it, guys. This is my review on the small dinosaur assortment from Terra by Battat. Now, I do recommend you guys picking up this. It's a really nice assortment. Well, pick up all of them. All of the Terra by Battat dinosaurs are great, despite some of them having a few issues. For this small dinosaur assortment, like I said, my favorite is the Cryolophosaurus, and the Dacentrurus being a close second. So if I had to give each of these figures ratings, Amargasaurus, probably an 8 out of 10. Carnotaurus, probably an 8 out of 10. Ceratosaurus, 7 out of 10. Like I said, the head's a bit too small. The Cryolophosaurus is a 9, and the Dacentrurus is also a 9 out of 10. So if you guys like this review, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.